This is the party where vision lives.
So Steve Shine says the Republican Party is the one where the vision lies. But I ask you, sir, what vision is that exactly? On the national level, it's one of corruption, fear-mongering, unnecessary war, and illegally spying on American citizens. At the state level, it's a vision that gladly allows major polluters to continue to destroy our environment while simultaneously pursuing tax policies that only benefit the wealthiest among us. At the local level, it's campaign finance violations, it's forgery, it's perjury, it's embezzlement, and it's also pursuing tax policies that give tax abatements and tax preference to fast food establishments while the rest of us continue to pay more than our fair share.
This is the party that uniquely understands that a great community is one that knows how to dream and how to take bold steps.
Okay, so Shine says his party, the Republican Party, is the one that knows how to dream and take bold action. But again, where's the evidence of this? Their own mayoral nominee wanted to replace all the parking meters and replace them with people that would chalk tires. He also had this grand vision of building the Kelty Dome, or this glass dome over all of downtown, and I suppose that was going to be funded with 100% private sector money. The truth is, it was a Democrat that brought free wireless to the downtown area, and it's Democrats now that are pushing to expand that access to blanket the entire city. It was also a Democrat that had the vision to pursue the Harrison Square project. Now, no matter what you think of that project, you cannot say that it's not a bold step or a bold idea. And on top of that, it was a Democrat and continues to be a Democrat that is now pushing for the development of the North River project, which will take advantage of one of our city's biggest assets, which is our rivers. So at the end of the day, it's Democrats that are pursuing bold vision in this community.
That tax cut, by the way, was engineered and passed last fall by the Republican members of the Fort Wayne City Council.
So now Shine is saying that the property tax levy cut that was enacted by City Council last year was engineered and passed by Republicans on council. But that's clearly revisionist history here. What we had was Republican John Crawford and Democrat Tim Pate co-sponsoring this levy cut. And it was actually passed unanimously by the entire City Council. But I would submit that this is nothing that either party should really be proud of, I mean, this vote. In the end, it was fiscally irresponsible behavior by both parties on the City Council. And the reason I say that is they actually cut the tax levy, but they didn't cut an equal amount of spending. And if you remember, there was only one person, a Democrat, that stood up and said, you know, this isn't going to make sense. This is going to come back to cause problems, which it certainly has. And that one person, a Democrat, was me.
The Allen County Council, all of whom are Republicans, with the exception of one member, just a few years ago, changed the way County Council did business, invoking new ideas and concepts that have resulted in substantial savings to the Allen County taxpayers.
Okay, so now Shine is saying that the Republican-controlled County Council is invoking new ideas and concepts. What Shine didn't tell you is that the Republican president of the County Council tried to use his position on the council to give economic development money to our local zoo. Now, obviously, this is a conflict of interest because that same Republican also sits on the zoo board. So he's trying to use his influence to benefit a private organization. I submit to you that if this is the new types of ideas and concepts pushed by the Republican Party, then I think you can count me out.
It is my job to build these bridges and to till common ground now. I tried my best to fulfill that duty last year, and it simply didn't work. Some steps I took angered supporters, donors, and even some of you in this room today. Everything I did, though, I did because I thought those actions stood the best chance of stopping a wildfire that was consuming our party. But what happened was not exactly what I had hoped for to happen. And as a result, we find ourselves in this difficult position today. For that, you have my sincere and unequivocal apology.
Okay, so you heard Shine apologize for not being able to bring the party together during last year's mayoral race. But it's not Shine's fault, no matter how the Secret Squirrel Society tries to spin this. The real fault lies with their leader, the destructor, Matt Kelty. He chose to willingly violate state law, repeatedly. He chose to encourage and gladly accept the far right of his party taking pot shots at all the other members of his party. His inability to rein in those advocating on his behalf is the biggest reason that the party is now fractured.
Let's end this division beginning today. If I accomplish just one more thing, however long my service may be as your chairman, it will be to bury this anger that Republicans feel for their fellow Republicans in Allen County.
Okay, the only way the party is going to come together is if they get the far right to become more tolerant of other opinions and values. But that's not really conservatism, is it? You know, I wish Steve Shine the best of luck in his endeavor to rebuild the Allen County Republican Party, because he's going to need it.